Hey guys, it's Demetria, and this is no magic, no miracle, it's just method. Well, here we are at the end of a decade, about to embrace a new decade, 2020. And my reason for having this video is because I really want to encourage you to not do what we always do. And what do we always do when we come to the new year? We make resolutions. We say this is it. We decide that it's okay to not exercise or it's okay to not be our best because once that clock strikes 12, we're going to be better. Next year is going to be the year of change, the year of manifestation. I mean, it goes on and on. And for those of you who grew up in church like myself, you know how we always have some type of rhyming, you know, it's going to be heaven in 2007. It just goes on and on and on and on. But the thing I really want to drive home to you is to not fall for that gimmick. Whether you're a believer or not is irrelevant. Don't fall for the gimmick of a resolution. Don't fall for thinking that just because the new year happens, that means your life's going to be better. It's not. Yeah, that's the reality. It's not. Because it's never about the new year. It's never about the location. It's never about the people you hang around. It's about you. Change you. And it doesn't matter if it's 2020 or 2025 or 2030. Change you. And that year will be a year of prosperity for you. So it's imperative that you understand that you can have all the apparatus, all the support, all the ideas. You can have all the journals set up, but if you don't change you on the inside, it's never going to work. It'll be March, it'll be April, and you will find yourself still stuck, still not motivated, still unhappy. And for what? Because you put all your faith in a year, in a time, in a calendar. Don't do that. 2014, as some of you know, I had weight loss surgery, and I just knew with weight loss surgery, oh my gosh, my life was going to change. Life was going to be wonderful. I was nearly 400 pounds. This was it. And if you had asked me in 2014, what 2020 would have looked like for me, are you kidding me? I would have been slim, trim, would have had my plastic surgery by now. Guess what? Yeah, I lost weight, but then I gained it back. Not all of it, thank God, but I gained it back. And so what I did, like many of us do, there are diet programs for people who have weight loss surgery. And what did I do? I went and bought all that. And my cupboard is filled with it. But I said, wait a minute. Hold on, Demetria. Let's deal with why we're eating. Let's just really dig. Dig into why. What is food doing for you? Why are we coping with food? I knew I was coping with food. I just didn't know what was the root of it. So I really took the remaining months of 2019 to really sort of just excavate into myself. Look deeper, dig deeper, and figure out why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why am I using food this way? And so I know that when 2020 comes, which is in it's in 24 hours, my choices will be based on a greater awareness. Now, for some of us, when we decide to change, just sometimes digging a little bit can just change it for us quickly. But for many of us, it's just the awareness that's that all we get. Not just all we need, but sometimes it's the awareness that's all we get. That awareness. We don't get anything else. When we're trying to make a change, many times we look for that emotional support. We look for that motivation inside. Like, yes, I feel motivated to do this. Not all the time. Many times we're going to have to make that choice despite not feeling like we want to. We're going to have to make that choice even though we feel tempted to lay in the bed, to go back to that same person that we know is toxic for us. Many times we're going to go back to what feels familiar. We're going to feel that temptation. But you know what we have to do? With that greater awareness, we have to say, you know what? Greater is my need to be free than it is to stay where I am. So I really want to encourage you to really embrace that change. Some of you will just have 2020 will be a year of awareness for you. Some of you, it'll be the year where you will actually see the fruits of your labor. And some of you are sitting here watching me thinking, I'm not even aware. I'm just stuck still. That's okay. Because now that you have listened and now that you are aware that you need to be aware, you can start thinking along those lines. So make sure that you don't go into this new decade fooling yourself, thinking that all you got to do is just have a new gimmick, a new journal, a new boyfriend, a new gym membership, or even a new job or a new location to live, and your 2020 is going to be glorious. It's not. Because you know what? You're bringing the same old self, the same old habits, the same old behaviors, the same old ideologies into those spaces. Change you. Start digging. Time is moving. And no, we shouldn't be afraid of that. We shouldn't feel bad about that. But it should motivate us to say, okay, you know what? Whatever I got to do, no matter how uncomfortable it is, let me do it. So go into this new year, whether you're on the level of awareness, whether you're on the level of still digging deeper, or whether you're on the level of, you know what, I did my work and now I'm starting to see the fruits of it. It's all celebratory. It's all worth celebrating because you know what? You're in the constant flow of moving forward. So be blessed, and I look forward to seeing more of you, to celebrating with you in 2020. Happy New Year.